What's up everybody, and welcome back. I have a very simple recommendation for you today, and don't worry, it's longer than the last one. Today I'm recommending my seatmate Wakao-san's face is almost visible, but it's not, which is being made by Inariyama. It's 19 chapters and is a romance comedy school life about first-year high schooler Mizuno and the girl that sits next to him, Kotoha Wakao, who is a no parabo. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it translates to a faceless ghost. And there are many mysteries that surround Wakao and Mizuno's eyes. The first being she claims that she's using Mizuno's face as a reference. As for what, I don't know. And second, everyone else can see her face but Mizuno. Obviously to us, both are excuses. The first to interact with Mizuno, and the second, she's too shy to show the person she loves her expressions. Neither of those things are expressly said, and Wakao hasn't admitted feelings for Mizuno, but read between the lines. It's obviously there. Because like I said, this is a very simple story. The first chapter is just them interacting at school, Wakao waking Mizuno up because he fell asleep in class, and him grabbing her finger while half asleep, which leads us to getting our first look at Wakao's actual face that Mizuno misses because he's half asleep. So we know Wakao's face shows up when she's embarrassed, or at least she can't control her not showing her face while she's embarrassed, so she always turns away before Mizuno can see her, and this becomes the real crux of this manga, as it is a chapterly occurrence. So what it means is Wakao is actively hiding her face from Mizuno, even in mundane conversations, out of embarrassment. How can she choose that only he can't see her face, even when interacting with multiple people? I have no idea. Is she an actual ghost? No, I don't think so, because everyone can see her. I think she's a yokai, and this is one of those stories where maybe others exist, but we'll never find out, and maybe they're a common occurrence, but we don't know, because Wakao is the only one we've seen. She has a mother though, but she wasn't shown, so whether or not they are a family of yokai, I can't tell you that. So the story moves on to chapter 2, seeming like it's going to follow a Mizuno plans ways to potentially have Wakao reveal her face and always fails, but it abandons that by the end of the second chapter, reinforcing the embarrassment being what breaks whatever she does to maintain having no face when Mizuno looks at her. Chapter 3 is the one that introduces the real main motivator for the rest of the manga, being Wakao's desire to experience youth. It's not a crazy strong motivator, like every chapter is centered around a youthful kind of experience, but it is the theme that is recurring the most. I told you this is a simple manga, and it's even simple in location. So far, part of one chapter took place outside of school, and only chapter 19 going on 20 will be fully out of school chapters. If you're looking for a chill, simple romance with a somewhat unique twist, this will be perfect for you. If you want something with more to it, then you'll probably want to skip this one. And there are no hard feelings there, because it can feel a bit repetitive, especially since you know every chapter is going to end with us seeing Wakao's face for a panel, and Mizuno always missing it because she's hiding it. This is a slow life, romance, school life with a yokai through and through. Emphasis on the slow as far as story goes. I enjoy it though, mostly because it's relaxing, and it doesn't feel like you have to pay too much attention or remember anything. It's like reading an episode of Scooby-Doo. You know what the ending's going to be, but you watch for the lead up to it. This is what every chapter of this manga is. That's why I haven't been going through the chapters, because they're essentially just small little stories that lead to the same ending. But I don't think that's a bad thing, especially because the art style is nice and the characters are pretty good. Mizuno is an over-the-top reactor, but that plays very well with the blanked-faced Wakao. He's also an everyman character, which is hard to not like because they're not offensive. And for the first time, I can't blame Mizuno for being dense when it comes to Wakao's feelings, because he literally can't can't see her face, and as far as verbal delivery goes, it seems to mostly come from her in a calm tone that probably wouldn't hint anything. And I wouldn't put that past her when it comes to interacting with him either, since she won't even show him her face. So other than being shy, at least when it comes to Mizuno, Wakao seems to be a princess type, not haughty, but she does everything right and walks a little lighter than others. She's a great character even though we can't see her expressions for 99% of the chapter. So even though I like both characters, I do hope that this does begin a type of linear storyline, even if it's a light one. I know I said I enjoy the Scooby-Doo nature of the story so far, and I do, but it would be nice, especially this far into it, to begin to see a steady progression to something. I'm okay with every chapter ending being the same and not getting any real big twists or surprises, but for a romance, I would like to see the two begin to get closer, hang out outside of school, have conversations outside of school, and have solo chapters where maybe we get to see Wakao's face the whole time in hers. They did just exchange contact information, so maybe chapters 21 and up, we start getting more outside of school interactions. I don't know, and I don't think the whole manga has to be like what I suggested, but every now and again, to keep it fresh and get out of the potential Groundhog Day feeling that I know can develop. Either way, if this looks interesting to you, check it out and like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you want more recommendations, check out the Why You Should playlist linked below. Other than that, I'll see all of you in the next one.